this next started upon the lot and the Jim Butler point the point the install is screen on the day if I'm not holding point it's able to go again to not see the shut the office and not see again to hold not see the no you must that you just not see the register yourself.
Meredith, Shiazi, thank you for being here and for saying our invocation today for Law and Order Committee, and then for all the Navajo people, and then for the 25th Navajo Nation Council too. Go ahead, Sarah. We'll go ahead and proceed forward at this time to recognizing guests and visiting officials. Our committee members will start with those who are in the room at this time, and then we'll end with committee members during their introduction. So we'll go ahead and we'll begin with you.
I'm sorry, no,
go ahead with you. Yeah, that way we can just go around this way.
Good morning, Madam Chair. Thank you very much. I do appreciate the recognition. Yeah, hey, William Battles. My mother is Navajo. I was born and raised in Fort Defiance and made it all the way to the big old city of Winter. My maternal clan is Stock Leading. My father's clan is the Black Dog of the Osage people of Oklahoma. Your Honors, I've been a member of the Navajo Bar Association honorably for 18 years now. Having been entered into the practice in November 4th of 2005. Very recently, I was elected to be the newest member of the Navajo Nation Bar Association Judicial Conduct Committee, and I'm here standing in support of Chief Justice Emeritus Robert Yost. Thank you very much. Yes, ma'am.
Chief Justice.
Not a in the share the mark is so what she finished never promised for time is not finished.
Thank you for the introduction.
Good morning, members of the Law and Order Committee and staff and other guests. I am Sharon Watchman. I am the Human Resources Director for the Judicial Branch, the Management, known as the Detention versus Team, and because the Judicial Conduct Commission does not have staff, I am one of 2 judicial branch employees who assist the JCC with their workflow. Thank you. And so that's why I'm here today. Thank you.
Morning, sir. Ryan Thunderbolt, although opponents for the activities on football had a on it, it was another dimension for over how to keep the function on this market. Other people are doing not to technology. 我就跟人基本上我要这个准备我这已经我先说我自己这个我地方
Yes, honorable members of the Law and Order Committee, LOC staff as well, and, honorable, Chief Justice Elby, and, Judicial Conduct Commission members, and, Mr. Sandoval there. Şey Francis initiye na kayıtlarına yaşına sorduğunu başıştığını sabah başıştığı kaynak başındalar Cottonwood, Arizona that staff. I am the acting administrative director for the judicial branch of the Navajo Nation. And I am also one of the staff members that assists the Judicial Conduct Commission. Good morning to you all.
Good morning. We will, ladies, if you want to go ahead and introduce yourself, all right?
Yad Ebena Shaya Lorraine Spencer Jeff Jennings Burikoja Bashishin Hana Idashina Loki Ani Dashiche Auto Hawk Arizona A Shadow. I reside here in Winter Rock and I work with the Law and Order Committee as an advisor. Thank you.
Good morning, everyone. I'm Shay Military and Chef. Cutting some initial section of Bashishkin, Sinajini Dashichoda, I'm the legislative assistant for Law and Order Committee, and I'm from Whitings, Arizona.
Moya Henderson with the Office of Legislative Counsel and the morning. It's good to be here this morning. We'll have speakers, staff, introduce themselves. Well, good morning, Ashley. Good morning, Sharon. Good morning, Rod. My name is Holly James. I'm with the Office of the Speaker. Holly James and Michelle. Well, good morning, everyone. Thank you for the introduction. For those that are for this time to delve into no factor introduction.
Good morning, thank you. Madam Chair, Minister Nota. This is my staff. I represent the county delegate, Township Court. Sorry, not suitable for my kids. The five chapters I represent. Clothing strong, but in I'm also
So is it ready to go?
Jag internet annars så då ska jag ta en vanlig annars finns att det blir på even our views so is a card in that we got to actually in that so for the evening that is the file in that we number for the radio for the without the not there but tapi cerita atau foundation tapi ini for other in areas that I do in promote that that mainly is about for even not there was yet there's the guy for I see that the navigation because when I do in a young the course I don't know for the reach what it's not possible. I don't know yet. That is a big cost. Anything like that. Thank you.
Thank you. I thought that I do so for that. Good morning. I'm Julius Austin. We don't think it was talking question of the for bonds from number. The non-stand out on my dog studies for help. It's good to be here. I'm sure we'll enter the law and order committee and serve as chair for the 24th calendar of the council pretty much here. for the 25th National Pension Fund Over Committee. We'll just do a quick introduction to you in the morning, to go through the explain ourselves, as we conduct our business. We do follow the community rules of order that was given to us. So we just go down the line of the agenda that is presented before us, but we also have a little bit of, as I said, little tweaks here and there that we made on the our committee. One of them is to do introduction of everyone. We're gonna go ahead and we're gonna move on to item number 3, review and adopt the agenda. I'm gonna have Lorraine read the agenda into the record, and I will call for a motion in a second. Lorraine?
Okay, good morning, everyone. Agenda of the Law and Order Committee of the 25th Nomination Council, regular meeting, November 27, 2023, 10 a.m. Presiding Honorable Eugenia Charles Newton, Chairperson, Honorable Sherilyn Yazzie, Vice Chairperson, location Law and Order Committee, Conference Room, Winter Rock, Arizona. 1, call meeting to order, roll call, and invocation. Number 2, recognize guests and visiting officials. Number 3, review and adopt agenda. Number 4, review and adopt the journal. There's 1 journal from November 20th, 2023. 5, receive reports. A, report from Robert Yazzie, Chairman, Judicial Conduct Commission, on the judges and Chief Justice on how many complaints were received and what is the process after submittal of the complaints. B, report from Judicial Branch on the confirmation of judges hearing on the judges, date, time, place, and assigning Law and Order Committee members to be on the evaluation team. 6, old business none. 7, new business none. 8, close the meeting, announcement and adjournment. Madam Chair, thank you. Madam Chair, thank you.
Thank you for that, Lorraine. So with that, committee members, the agenda has been read into the record. Can I get a motion in a second? Motion made by Delegate Nathan Notak. Can I get a second? Second made by Delegate Stephen Arvizo. Committee members, are there any questions, any comments, or any amendments that need to be made to the agenda at this time? Okay, not hearing anything, not seeing any hands go up. Committee members, I would like to ask, if we could also, during this time, possibly get a report on the 25,000 cases that, we heard about, the backlog of cases from judicial branch. I don't know, if that's something, that we can get today, as well as the number of probate cases that are currently in the hopper. Our probate cases are gonna be effective when ARPA money comes down, since a lot of homes will be built. So if we do need to add that to the agenda, because we do have to do this at that present. However, as chair, I cannot make that motion. So committee members, if you feel inclined to add that report, we can do that here today. If not, we can call upon the judicial branch at a later time to give us that report. How would the committee like to proceed? Delegate Arvizo?
Madam Chair, if you give that report, give it to the
Excuse me.
who will give that report and agree, ready? Because I know sometimes we call upon, we're not ready. And when we're not ready for the report, usually we just kind of gather together. I'd rather do a thorough, a nice report put together. That's my question.
Okay. Karen, can you answer that question?
Chair, members of the Law and Order Committee, it would most likely be myself to give that report. I don't have the particular statistics that you are seeking at this moment. I am preparing, the report on the 25,000 cases, as that is a legislative concern that was part of the comprehensive budget. So I am preparing that report so that we are in compliance with the legislative concern. Chair?
With that, yes, with that, I think, we continue to work on the report and, we'll hear that later date. Thank you.
So with that, committee members, the agenda has been read into the record. We got a motion made by Delegate Nathan Notak, second by Delegate Stephen Arvizo. If there are other questions or comments and amendments, so we're going to go to the vote at this time. Staff, please assist us with roll call vote, please.
Honorable Stephen Arvizo, how do you vote?
Green.
Thank you. Honorable Stephen Arvizo votes green. Honorable Nathan Notak, how do you vote?
Green.
Thank you, Honorable Nathan Notes to vote screen. Honorable Sherilyn Yazzie, how do you vote? Honorable Herman Daniels Jr. is excused. Honorable Madam Chair, Charles Newton, you have 2 in favor, 0 opposed, 3 not voting, Madam Chair.
Thank you for that. So 2 in favor, 0 opposed, 3 not voting. We have an agenda before us at this time. So we'll go ahead and we'll proceed forward to item number 4, review and adopt the journals. We do have one journal before us, November 20th, 2023. The journal was sent out to us, and if there's a copy of it attached to the agenda, Sherelle, when was the journal sent to us?
Good morning, LOC members. The journal was sent out on at 12, Madam Chair.
Thank you for that. So November 22nd, 5 o'clock p.m. Give us time to review the journal. Can I get a motion and a second at this time?
I'll make that motion.
Motion made by Delegate Stephen Arvizo. Can I get a second?
Second.
Second made by Delegate Nathan Notak. Committee members, are there any questions, comments, or any amendments that need to be made to the journal dated November 20th, 2023? Okay, not hearing anything, we're going to proceed forward to a roll call vote. Cheryl, can you assist roll call vote, please?
Honorable Stephen Arvizo, how do you vote?
3.
Thank you, Honorable Stephen Arvizo, vote screen. Honorable Nathan Nota, how do you vote?
3.
Thank you, Honorable Nathan Nota, vote screen. Honorable Sherilyn Yazzie, how do you vote? Okay, thank you. Honorable Herman Daniels Jr.
Delegate for not.
Okay, thank you. Honorable Sherilyn Yazzie votes red. Honorable Herman Daniels Jr. is excused. Honorable Madam Chair, Charles Newton, you have 2 in favor, 1 opposed, and 2 not voting. Honorable Madam Chair, Charles Newton.
Thank you for that. So with that, we have a vote of 2 in favor, 1 opposed, 2 not voting. The journal for November 2023 is hereby accepted. So we now move down to item number 5, receiving reports. We have a report from Robert Yazzie, Chairman for the Judicial Conduct Commission on Judges and Chief Justice. His question, how many complaints were received and what is the process after submittal of the complaints? We do have the presenters here with us at this time. Chief Justice Emeritus, if you would like to join us at the table along with the Judicial Conduct, members of the Judicial Conduct Commission, would include Mr. Battles as well. You're welcome to join us at the table.
Thank you.
Committee members, what we'll do is we'll go ahead and hear the report from the Chief Justice, and then I'll ask for a motion and a second at that time. Chief Justice Emeritus Yazzie, we have 40 minutes to present your information. If you need additional time, as long as there's no objections, we'll give you additional time. Upon completion of your report, please let us know that you're done so that we can proceed forward to ask questions. During this time, I'd like to remind everyone to make sure that their phones on mute, that their devices are not going off during this time because it interrupts the presentation, and any interruption is interruption on behalf of the work that is being done for the Navajo people. Chief Justice Emeritus, you can have as many agents as you need. So we do have Mr. Battles here. I don't know if there's anybody that's going to be joining us via teleconference. Is there any members of the JCC that's going to be off screen? Okay. Do you have any questions about the procedure before I turn the floor over to you? Do you have any questions about the procedure before I turn the floor over to you? So with that, I'll go ahead and give you 20 minutes.
Madam Chair, sorry, Chair, we sent a confidential memo, and some of the information is confidential, so we would recommend that the committee go into executive session because it is deemed confidential on the memo.
Okay, so thank you for bringing that to our attention. Committee members, the report, is that the report that you're going to provide to us? So the report that was provided to us by Chief Justice Emeritus Robert Yazzie is confidential information, and we are requesting that we go into executive session at this time. So usually during this, when there's a request for executive session, we'll ask how long do we need to go into executive session. We also need to know who can be present during this time, when we go into executive session. And then we present that to the committee for consideration, because the committee members are going to have to make a motion or second, and they have to vote on the matter. So with that, Chief Justice, Ms. Watchman, how much time do you guys need for executive session? Wow.
Let me just say that, I have, my report is before you, and I have, what the place on the agenda is, to talk about how many complaints are received and the process after submitting the complaints. We should be about that.
Oh, so before we go into executive session?
That is the confidential
Oh, okay.
matter. So, after that, I'll be talking about the, judicial, selection process, because there's a lot of new, members of this committee, first time. So, I think that it would be well for me to, give a background
Mhm.
of our work at the Judicial Conduct Commission. And if you have questions, this is a good time to, address those questions. So, I want to talk about the selection process briefly, so you know what the judge applicant go through when you send your application, and also on her part, but all the time, including judges was very short on this. And so here, I need to just let you know about the efforts being made to promote recruitments for these vacant positions. I believe there's 7 vacant positions, and they need to be filled. And also to talk about the interview experience and appointment of judges, of both the district judges and the eventually justice of the nomination Supreme Court. And the other thing too is what really affects shortage of judges is salary. So we need to really talk about it and where we're at, what needs to be done. And and then also another thing that affects the country, attract qualified people for judgeship is lack of housing. Lack of housing, and then also a need for to give aid to the judges, some staff, because of the shortage of judges. I mean, judges really rely heavily on the work of their staff, and some of them are really overworked. And the other thing that I think that concern the practitioners, lawyers, for the judges is the level of training is very good. I'm a member of the Admiral Bar, so William. We as a member, it's mandatory that we continue CRA, continue legal education, and I think that applies to judges as well. But, so we'll be talking about what we are doing in terms of developing a curriculum to ensure that what judges apply as law is up to date. And so I'm going to start with the rules of judge and justice complaints.
Chief Justice, really quickly. Ms. Washington, how much time is needed to go into executive session? And then I guess at what point should we be entering into executive session?
I think the referrals of judges depends on how many questions that may be asked. Maybe 30 minutes, but 30 minutes would be good. If we finish before that would be good.
Okay. I know that you do have a report before us, and I'm sure there's going to be a lot of questions. Are we comfortable with 1 hour in executive session? Okay, so, and then who can be present during this time? We have prosecutor's office present, we have chief of staff from speaker's office, we have speaker's staff. We also have our legislative, staff assistant treasurer, our Office of Legislative Counsel. So who do you, like, who should be present in the room? Lauren, can you make a sign, for the door that says we're in executive session, so we can put that up? For you.
Thank you, Chair. As I'm looking at the report here, it looks like some of it may be confidential, but some of it can be on the record. And so, in this, first part of it, in looking at the recruitment efforts and looking at interviews and what the interview process is, we're not talking about singling out people, but we're just looking at, what the judicial, commission is recommending. So I don't feel like that needs to be in executive session. However, the very beginning where you're getting into specifics of what is coming in, that's the part for executive session. So I believe what you're requesting is just to go over this information and then go into executive session. Okay, so that's, okay, so we'll do that first. Okay,
So we have 1 hour, request for executive session, then, because this notice, as well as, Sharon, who do you, like, is everybody in here right now, are we okay to go into executive session? Is there people that should be excluded and to return?
There's two ladies. Yes.
Okay, okay. And then our chief of staff is here for the briefing as well. We're here for briefing. And then we do have, speaker staff who's behind you, is she okay for briefing? We, if you don't feel comfortable, we could do the hospital.
Yeah, I don't know.
Okay.
But this is a technically stress.
Okay.
Be on the safe side.
Polly, yeah, so, yeah, and then I think you guys can go ahead and, come back in an hour. If you want to just shut everything down. The only thing though that I'm a little bit worried about is if we have people participating through teleconference. Are you okay with the Office of Legislative Counsel being present?
Officer, you say that, so, this is your thorough, should be, restricted to.
Okay, then, sorry, I have to ask you, we also, I can do this in, and then we have prosecutor's office present, which is probably, okay, prosecutor's office.
and with legislative counsel. And so I'm going to, that's, yes. And then I'll work on the Zoom so that we can.
I think she's gonna, I can just.
Have, whoever needs to participate, but I'll get everyone on.
Because.
Yes, I did see two members of the commission on Zoom, Dr. Matthew Gay and, Dr. William Austin.
But there's some others on there.
I'm gonna put them in the waiting room.
Okay.
Yeah.
Actually, can you set up an executive section line? Yeah, I know.
You wanna do that instead? Okay. We're gonna do that.
So, if you can hear me online, Chief of Staff Rico is going to set up an executive session line for the, two who are online. Okay, so with that, committee members, the request has been to go into executive session for 1 hour. And then. Okay, and then, we've identified who's going to be present during this time. So with that, committee members, can we get a motion in a second to enter into executive session? Motion made by Delegate Nathan Nota. Can we get a second? Second made by Delegate Stephen Arbito. Committee members, are there any questions or comments or anything like that we should ask before we vote on the executive session? Hearing anything, Sharon, can you assist us with the call vote to enter into executive session? Honorable Stephen Arbito, how do you vote?
Green.
Thank you, Honorable Stephen Arvisa votes green. Honorable Nathan Nota, how do you vote?
Green.
Thank you, Honorable Nathan Nota votes green. Honorable Sharon Yazzie, how do you vote? Green. Thank you, Honorable Sharon Yazzie votes green. Honorable Herman Daniels Jr. votes green. Honorable Madam Chair, President, we have three in favor, 0 opposed, 2 not voting. Honorable Madam Chair, President.
Okay, with that, committee members, because it is now 10:51, we'll go ahead and officially
Go ahead.
enter into executive session at
Go-
10:55, which will give us some time to get to